Hello everybody and welcome to MFL Total Access. I'm William Power. This is not John Evans. This is not Terry Babelis. This is Habib, also known as Jafar Hassan.
People know who I am now. You don't have to do all that. It's not Terry, it's not John, it's not...
Well, I mean, you're not as popular as the other guys, but you're still a fairly popular guy. Jaff offered super politely to do the show with me this week. Sorry, John, you just didn't make the cut. We had to do some hard cuts there. Jaff has voted in, so thank you for letting me into your home and doing the show. For those of you wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie, it's because it is freezing in this place. I even have a blanket here. Jaff loaned me a blanket, so I'm doing the show with a hoodie and a blanket.
It's 10 o'clock at night right now. It's 35 outside. Of course the EC is going to be blasted on.
Bro, it's I swear it's like an igloo in here. I thought it was cold at Terry's. It's even colder here.
That's where we live.
So tell the people who you are, just in case they don't know who you are.
They know who I am, Willie. It's been the third time I'm on the show now.
One, two. Oh, with Terry, it's true.
Yeah.
You guys did a show without me that one time.
Come on, let's keep it going.
Okay, we're going to jump into the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but for real, do you have something to say before we jump into the games?
Nope.
No? Nothing about this weekend? Nothing about...
Oh, yeah, but this week I thought you meant about you. I already talked enough about you.
No.
Yes, this weekend was great. The weather was perfect.
Perfect football weather.
Yes, it was raining a little bit, but that's okay. Glad it wasn't super hot. We had two games at Le Bear, the two Iron Wolves games, D1 and D3. But we had some really close games this weekend that we'll be recapping.
A good football weekend.
Yeah. Anything you want to say?
No, I'm just ready for the NFL to start, and
yes.
I'm pretty excited that MFL Fall is on the go, and let's keep it going.
That's really the only reason we're not in Brossard, right? Is because there's football on Sundays.
Yeah,
right. Like I would never choose NFL over MFL, but I'm doing NFL. No, I'm doing MFL on Saturdays and then NFL Sundays. It's like both. It's like my mom and my dad. You know, you can't really choose between the two.
The first week of NFL, I'm in front of my TV from 1 o'clock in the afternoon until midnight at night.
I'm sitting my keister down and watching the Dolphins game at 1.
Yeah.
And
maybe not the Dolphins game, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
The Cowboys play at night, I think.
Always.
Yeah.
Prime time, baby. America's team. Just to lose
this
the year is our year, baby.
Fuck your ears, folks. Okay, on that note, let's stop talking about the NFL. Let's talk about the MFL.
I'm about to be a meme now.
Yeah, 100%. That's even worse than me saying Tua is going to be the next Dan Marino. Div 1, we had two games this weekend.
Yes.
We had the Holy Trollers, the new look.
New Holy Trollers.
Putting on a beatdown against A-Team.
That we can call B-Team now.
That's
is that too mean?
That's mean, bro. They're my boys too. They're in my heart. But it was a few guys playing against each other. Right? We had Jeremy playing against his brother Ashton.
Yeah.
We had Andrew playing against his former team and tripping a little bit. But I was reffing a game at night. Were you reffing this game?
No, I wasn't.
We were both reffing another game.
Yeah. But like I was on one field, you were on the other, and I felt like I was watching that game.
Like we knew the play-by-play.
Yeah. I knew Ashton got into it with the GC. I heard Andrew, like he was right next to me. It looked pretty intense, and the B team comment was a joke. Obviously, A team are the defending champ. They lost some big pieces. They lost Willie. They lost Andrew, like we mentioned. They lost Jeremy, like we mentioned. But Dave is still there. Yeah. Laurent is still there. Dylan is still there. Ashton is still there. And they got some new players to fill in the blanks. But they're going to get into a rhythm. They're going to get into a groove. And they're going to get a lot better because Dave is the defending champ. He's the QB to beat right now.
Yeah, agreed.
Whether we like it or not.
I love it.
Laurent is arguably the best center in the league. Mm-hmm. Dylan is the best tackler in the league, even though a lot of people, and I'm like on the front line of that, complain about the way he tackles. It can be dangerous from time to time, but the guy doesn't miss. He does not miss. Yeah. They have a good core of players, and then Ashton, who's just strictly a baller.
Yeah.
Really. Yes, they lost 43-20, but it's a team to look for, and it won't be easy to play against them this year.
Definitely not. I'm of the mindset that I'm not worried for A-Team after this game. I don't think you are either. Like you said, they lost some players, but they added a lot of good players. They added some guys who have played flag football before. Danny Demore, we've heard his name. And it's about Dave getting used to it with these guys. Yeah. Look, with A-Team last year, we played against you guys, right? Week 1, and we didn't look good in that game. And it's going to be about a learning process for these guys. So not worried for them. Div 1's going to be competitive this year. I do think they'll make the playoffs, but you don't want to spiral to 0-2, 0-3 really. So bounce back game coming up for A-Team hopefully. But this win, I think it talks a little bit more about Holy Trollers. They're 2-0 right now. They've won this game by 23. They won last week by a big margin as well. Yep. They look good. The addition of Andrew complements his team very well. And we were a little bit worried about them, right? Because Phil Varan's not back with these guys. We're not sure how much time JC will miss, if he will miss time. But this was Max's weekend, right? He balled out with Marvels. He balled out with Holy Trollers. And the Trollers look really good right now, Jeff.
Those stats are amazing. 28 for 34, over 250, 7 touchdowns, no interception.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'd say Max has to pick up is the converts, because 1 point convert only on 7 attempts is not enough.
Right.
Those missed opportunities are going to bite him back in the ass in a tighter game.
For sure. Especially in D1.
Those numbers are nuts. And Jeremy balling out also 7 catches for almost 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. We know he has really good chemistry with Jeremy because he played with him on Marvel's Division 2. Mm-hmm. I'm actually surprised about Andrew's stats. He has 5 receptions. If I tell you Andrew had 5 receptions, like one of them are... two of them are at least for 45 yards, right?
I would say 5. Like if I had to guess, to see 5 catches, I'd say 88 yards, 2 TDs.
He got only 23 yards.
But you know what? Obviously, we didn't see the game.
Yeah. He got a touchdown and a 1 point conversion.
No, but the thing is that it's like football, right? Even when he's not producing statistically, there's guys that have to fear from. Like you send him deep and then leave somebody open underneath.
100%.
I think Max is smart enough to use him that way. So great start to the Holy Trollers.
Yeah, big time.
Looking like the old Holy Trollers that won those years.
That big
they won,
dynasty that we had for a couple of years. Yeah,
good stuff. A-Team, sure you guys will bounce back. I think that was it for that game.
Second D1 game?
Yeah, we had Iron Wolves against Eagle Cuck.
You played in that game.
I did. First time Iron Wolves playing... Well, I don't know if it's their first time playing in Division 1, but it's Iron Wolves moving up to Division 1, playing against Eagle Cuck. Good game. 31-21 in favor of the Iron Wolves. Really good battle between Dom at the quarterback position and Stanley. We know Stanley, Jack Stanley.
You know what I noticed? You mentioning that. Guess who was Player of the Week?
Stanley. And
guess the stats that showed for him being the Player of the Week.
0 catches, 0 touchdowns, 0 yards. Player of the Week.
That's nuts. But can you explain why?
Because defensively, he was huge. I think, just correct me if I'm wrong, he had 2 sacks in the game, Jaff.
I think he had
so he had 1 sack, I believe 1 on a convert. But the thing is, Dom, we picked off Dom 6 times in this game, and a lot of them were due to Dom not being able to find his receivers. Mm-hmm. Stanley just not giving him time. Dom throwing off his back foot, and Stanley had a heck of a game. So while you're not going to see Stanley's stats in this game, very well-deserved Player of the Week for him on his part. We made a joke during the game, or not so much a joke, that I'm his trainer. You see how big and beefy he is. Because I don't have time to work on me. That's why I'm I don't want to say skinny, but not as jacked as other people in this world.
I'll say it, you're skinny.
Well, I mean, that's very debatable. But so, yes, Stanley and I...
my guy is 6'2", 100 pounds.
Bro,
that makes
all,
no sense.
I'm 6'1", and 160 of pure muscle, my guy. Where was I going with that? Yes, we made that joke during the game. Vibe was great, bro. It was so weird playing at LeBaire. There was no one there. Literally no one there.
Except a bunch of little kids running around, right?
And that thing is, there weren't even kids. There were squirrels running around. That's not true, actually. There was guys from the game before. Idaho UWIMS had played before, so Brady was watching the game. But back to this game, Iron Wolves defense really what won us this game. While Dom didn't produce at the quarterback position, he had 2 beautiful interceptions on defense. Very good play he made on Mais, and a very good play he made on me as well. I gotta say it was a heck of a play.
I heard you got mossed on defense.
I'm not sure.
That's what I heard.
That's real.
And you know who I heard that from? From you.
For real. It was a dominant heck of a play. He made 2 great plays defensively in that game. Gave his team a chance. So yeah, the defense stepped up for both teams in this one. And I don't think I'm worried for Legal Cuck, Jaff yet. I believe, yes, it was their first game. They had a bye week 1. But I would like to see them win. They're playing Centurions this week, okay? And like Centurions did not look good in their first week. They went 0-2. Gokok did not look good in their loss to us either. So, early on in the season, and I know it's something I say a lot, you don't want to fall to 1-3 or to 1-2 or to 0-3, 0-2. But there's only 10 games in the season, right? Like you can't afford to be slipping games. So I think this is a big one coming up between Centurions and Gokok.
Yeah, and talking about Dom having a outing that is not to his standard. 6 interception is the most he threw in his career in MFL.
Yeah, not surprising.
What did you say? It's not surprising?
No.
Why?
6 is the most, you said.
Oh, it's not surprising that 6 is the most.
6 is the most, yeah.
I thought you were saying that him throwing six interception is not surprising.
Oh, no, he throws 6 every game. No. Yeah, no, the fact that he threw 6, 6 is max is not surprising. I wouldn't think he'd throw more than that. Like, we played a heck of a job on, defensively, we looked nice.
But that was my follow-up question. Do you think it's on Iron Wolves, or do you feel like Dom is regressing a lot as a quarterback?
No.
And I don't want to put you on the spotlight. I don't want to throw some rocks at Dom. He is arguably one of the best quarterbacks that we've seen in the history of the league. He had some years where he dominated. But I feel like I remember when I got into the MFL, I heard about Dom. He was number 1. Like he was seen as the best player in the MFL.
Yeah.
He was like 22 years old at the time. The sky was the limit for him, right?
Totally.
And now I feel like he's like not that he's regressing, but he's not getting better. He's not getting into that second gear that we saw Max get in, that we saw Steve get in, that we see Mike get in. Also, he's getting better and better in Division 2, and he's gonna move up to Division 1 eventually. It's do you feel like Dom is not that guy anymore, not regarding as one of the best in the league anymore?
I think, no, I guess to answer a few of your questions, one of them, I think that it was more Iron Wolves' defense that won us this game rather than the Gokok not playing well offensively. Okay. However, I'll admit it, there were a few questionable throws Dom made where it was like, okay, I didn't really see much there. Maybe it was the pressure of Stanley getting to him.
Yeah.
Look, Dom will tell you he didn't have a good game, right? As well as we played defensively, it was surprising to see Dom struggle in this one as much as he did. I think to answer your question, I'm going to go with this Gokok team in general needs to have a bounce back-ish year because they've had roster inconsistencies for most of last season. I think the year before, Brest is back in Spain, I believe, and they've Boris is still injured. He wants to take the season off to make sure he's fully recovered.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about that, not Dom specifically, but this Gokok team is they need to have a good year. They need to have a year where obviously winning the championship would be big, but I think they need to make the championship this year just to prove to themselves that they're capable because we know they are, right? We call them the kids, well, you guys call them the kids before I entered the league, and they were very dominant.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now, like Gokok haven't been like Gokok we're used to seeing in years past.
And that's crazy because they finished 6-4 last year, but the expectation is so high for them because in my mind, Gokok are contender every year. They should get to the final every year, and we haven't seen them in the final for a long time.
That and they made to the semis last year and got crushed by Centurions, right? That game wasn't close. They lost in that game by, I believe it was at least 3 or 4 TDs.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think this is like a fire lit under the butt for them, and it's tough. Like they were 5 roster players. They had to get a sub, so being 6 players as is already tough. But when you're 5 and you're getting in someone who you don't usually throw the ball to, and the chemistry is not there,
I think
for them it's got to be like you need at least a 7 to 8 man roster every week for these guys, and then we could expect them to get back to the Gokok we know.
Yeah, because we know chemistry is everything in flag, right? So if every week you only have 3 or 4 players that you used to throw to, and then you have a 5th, a 6th guy that you get into your offense. Yeah, I'll give them a pass, but you're right. We have to expect Gokok to have a bounce here this year, and hopefully they'll be able to make it to the final.
Yeah, I don't think they can afford to have another year where it slips,
where they get crushed in the playoffs.
Yeah. Like I think they would have to make the finals this year.
Yeah, I agree. But that's the expectation for them also.
Their expectation is to win, right? Like,
yeah, those guys are really competitive, and okay, good.
I'm excited for that game this week, Gokok against Centurions. That's it for D. Well, there's going to be 3 D1 games, so no one's on a bye in Division 1 this week.
Nope.
Nice.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, good call. Division 2.
Division 2. We have Jagerbomb and Spritz Gang, who are the new Bitter Boys.
Yeah.
So basically, Bitter Boys who got down to Division 2.
Yeah.
Changed the name, changed the jersey, changed.
Jerseys are sick.
Yeah, they're amazing guys. Yeah. Probably the best jerseys in the game.
Besides Mimosa Cruz, that one that looks at the Dolphins, yes.
I would have put them like below the surface of the earth.
Look, haters gonna hate my guy. Haters gonna hate.
Is the Dolphin winning the division this year?
Bro, we're in the Super Bowl, my guy. Stop asking them questions.
With Tua?
Bro, we could do Wildcat the whole year, bro. It's going to be Tyreek and Waddle, and then we'll throw back to Tua. Tua throw a bomb. Bro, did you not? We saw that game together. Bro, you all saw that bomb that Tua threw on the first play.
Against the Eagles, my guy.
Bro, it could
we could put an all-star team in the MFL, and we could go on and beat the Eagles.
It was a dart, and expect to see that Tyreek to Tua connection this year.
Okay, enough NFL. Spurs Gang got crushed by the score, 37-6. But you know, sometimes when you watch a game and the score doesn't do justice to the way the game went.
Jeff, they lost by 31.
I know, but
they didn't lose by 12.
Answer my question.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe not in 31-point games, but in general, yes.
But that was one of those games. I swear to God, it was nuts.
Okay, if they play 10 times, how many games are Jagerbomb winning?
That's not the point. I'm talking.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm
obviously,
asking you.
you're talking about Jagerbomb. They're a Dragonaut of Division 3. They just moved up to Division 2. They're one of the favorites to win the division. Obviously, Jagerbomb are probably winning most of the games, but Spritz Gang didn't get crushed as bad as the score indicates. That's my only point.
Okay.
Of the 3 picks that GS threw, 3 of them got tipped.
Got tipped. Okay.
Jagerbomb scored 1 touchdown and 1 point convert, where the players from Spritz made actually a great defensive play, and then it bounced on another guy, then it bounced on the tree, and then it came back in, and then he caught it, and then touchdown. It was this all game.
NFL Street.
It was NFL Street. They were really, really, really unlucky, and it was a tight game until give me a... Yeah, you see, they started the second half with interception for a touchdown, back-to-back drives in the second half, and both of those touchdowns for interception for a touchdown got tipped right before the Jagerbomb's players. So it was really, really unlucky. And after that, I mean, you're down...
It was 13-6 at half.
It was 13-6 at half. Okay. Spritz had the ball, and then it got tipped, interception for a touchdown. They got the ball back, got tipped, interception for a touchdown. Back-to-back drive. They were down 25-6. The game was done, but it was tight after a half. That's my point.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Fair. And Spritzbang, they have athletic players. They're a very smart team. They're a very smart team, and they have the athletes to compete. They're usually, like you said, I think that described them perfectly. They're at the right place at the right time because they know where they need to be, and like you said, there was a few unlucky bounces for them, judging by what you said, the recap of this game.
They have Miles, who's Emil Barnes, who's an amazing player with crazy speed. They have Eric Lalonde that they added just this year, number 88, I believe. Also, a crazy good player with great footwork.
My boy Saplitsky?
Your boys, I don't know how to pronounce it.
I have butchered, but I say Saplitsky.
It actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, bro.
And I have to mention Mario. Mario played amazingly that game.
Jeff came up to me, he's like, I have to talk about Mario, how Mario played. He's like, Mario was on steroids.
I told John, he has to test him. It was nuts. He was jumping around, tipping balls. On defense, I think he got 5 deflection. He finished with 5 tackles, 1 interception. It was crazy. It was all over the place.
That's what I mean. He's very smart. He puts himself in position and his teammates in position to make plays.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, Mario played one of the most dominant game I've seen from a player, and it's
impressive.
He lost by 31, but
yeah,
but it was like a clinic out there for him, and he looked like Aaron Donalds, but white and a little smaller.
Yeah, a little.
It was,
and not grabbing helmets and throwing them at people either, eh?
Yeah. It was Mario playing football. But let's talk a little bit about Jagerbomb because they won that game
without the starting quarterback.
Lumache is a pretty smart quarterback. He struggled a little bit at the beginning of the game, threw 2 interceptions that I didn't like, but he stepped up big time. His defense bailed him out. GF Dollars did what GF does every time, like a quiet 5 reception, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns.
It's like he averages like 3 touchdowns a game. It's like ridiculous.
Like 3 is a little much, but yes, if GF doesn't have 2 touchdowns a game
you're surprised.
or a touchdown and a convert, you're like, was he playing?
Yeah.
And yeah, Felix Fontaine-Larouche also had like a bunch of yards. Kevin, 2 touchdowns, one 1-point convert. They showed up, right? Spritz were unlucky, but Jagerbaum converted on those
unlucky plays.
Those unlucky plays, and they made them pay. And at the end of the day, when you win 37-6, you did some good things, right?
Got to be good to be lucky.
Got to be good to be lucky, exactly. And yeah, I feel like Spritz gang are gonna bounce back. It's not a team that I would like. I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs because they're so intense. You never know. Like you never know if you'll be able to match their intensity. They talk a lot. They trash talk a lot. They complain on every single play. At one point, Mario received the pass from GS. It bounced right in front of him, and then right in his hands. And he looked at me. He's like, it never touched the ground. And I swear to God, for a split second, I went, did it touch the ground or no? Like they're that crazy, I swear. And they made me doubt myself. And you have to love that passion. And
for sure.
They hate to lose. They love to win. And I feel like the Division 2 is the right place for them. And I if I have to bet right now, I think they're making the playoffs because they have way too much experience, and they'll find a way to bounce back for sure.
Really, eh? D2 is gonna be competitive. D2's competitive, but I think you bring up a good point that their energy is high. Like I love these guys; they're great. Against Thunder Buddies in Week 1, they were up. We weren't there that game, but they were winning that game. They're winning this game we talked about. So their energy to start games is very good, and even like to finish off games is pretty good as well. And I think they only get better as the season goes on. But yeah, it'll be. I don't really know. It's 4 teams, eh?
Oh wow!
That's true. There's 7 teams in D1. 4 of the 7 make it. It's going to be tough. So it's getting at 0-2 now. Although you never know. But big win for Jagerbaum. You know they lost
their opener?
Yeah, they lost their opener to Nice Seas in the last play of the game.
Point.
Speaking of those Nice CDs, they won against Tenant 42-36.
Wow, good transition.
That's what I do, my guy.
That was experience.
It's almost like I do this.
Wow.
Nice TDs were without Marvin in this game, who was throwing for his Division 4 team at the time, and still won the game 42-36.
I can't believe Marvin is playing for Nice CDs.
Like I know this team is nice, but they have Nice C's is nice.
Yeah,
they have Dave.
Really lock on that, but yeah.
They have Marv. They have Laurent Snap. They have Chris. They have Brian, who's had a quietly good game last game.
How does they fit the cap?
They have they have Nico Potvin, who's also a quiet star in the league.
Who leads the Division 2 in tackles. That's
true. They have Gab Cote as well. 4 catches, 67 yards, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion.
Wow.
Gab Cote, yes, I think he's new. He was wearing a Rangers jersey, if I'm not mistaken. He's a really tall guy.
That team is
I know. That's what I was saying, bro. We're not talking enough about Nice CDs.
They're 2-0.
The Nice CDs of last year would beat the Nice CDs of this year would beat the Nice CDs by last season by probably 50 points every game.
What do you mean 50? Like 200 minimum.
I was trying to be nice, bro.
Yeah,
and I think Tom is on this team too.
No, that's impossible.
Oh, right. So
that makes no sense.
Fits the cap.
Wow.
As they say. But impressive win. And to do this without Marvin getting 42 points. This was a back and forth game. There were a lot of long touchdowns in this game. And yeah, this was a game that was going to be cool to see the rematch of, because I think that both teams wanted this game.
Yeah.
Vincent Dion playing well in the defensive end as well, getting 2 interceptions. Great athlete.
5 tackles too.
But good stuff. Nice CDs. They improved to 2-0. And they play Marvels next week.
That's going to be a good game. A lot of D1 player in that game. Huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Let's talk about those Marvels. Marvels beating Red Raiders this past weekend.
Another great transition, Willie.
Oh, come on, this is easy stuff. Did you ref this game? Marvels Red Raiders?
No, I did not.
Finished 46-36.
Did you? No.
I'm not allowed to ref D2
exactly.
games. So no, I didn't. That's why I asked you.
I don't think I'm allowed to ref D1 or D2 because I'm playing in the division.
Maybe
or like Terry's gonna put me there if he's really.
I think you're just not good enough to ref D1, D2, bro.
On,
don't
my guy.
your head's blame like this.
Willie.
Max Rosenfeld throwing 7
Willie.
touchdowns and no picks in this. What?
I refed Spritz Gang, and it didn't end up in
A fist fight.
In a fist fight.
That's good stuff.
I'm a really good ref.
Touche.
Thank you very much.
There was no black eyes in the game. There was no
No,
elbows.
they all
That's pretty
shook
good.
my hand after. Good game, ref.
That is
I only
pretty
threw
impressive.
one OC and full control of the game.
That's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. That's very impressive.
I got you, my guy.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be roughing their game anytime soon. But Max throwing 7 TDs in his first game and 7 TDs in his second game, along with 0 picks in both of them. Marvel's like I said, this was Max's weekend.
Some quarterbacks in the MFL won't finish the season with 14 touchdowns.
Most D45 quarterbacks.
And Max got that in 2 games. That's nuts.
That's why I call him Rosie.
What? Oh, they call him Rosie?
No, I just made that up, but that's a pretty good nickname, eh?
It's actually a really good nickname.
Thanks.
I was thinking about nicknames and how Mario is called Coach,
Yeah,
how Andrew is called Flash.
yeah.
Do we have other nicknames? John is called the Commish.
Steve is called Dad, but he's actually our father.
He's called Dad by you, but I don't think he's called Dad by the community.
Well, he should be.
No, he's called the Goat. Oh no, Smooth is called the Goat.
Yeah.
Then Andrew wanted us to call him the Baby Goat, but it's Flash.
So Max will be Rosie.
Max,
I don't know if that's manly enough.
Max, you're Rosie from now on.
Oh man.
I don't know if I like it. We'll see if he likes
I
it.
doubt he'll like it, but let me know if you like it,
No,
Max.
but Rosie, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah. Because he's not like he's also not intimidating. Where like he's a Rosie type of guy.
It actually fits him
Like
well.
Rosie meaning like not like saying like he's like a wimp, but like he's a approachable guy and like a guy that you can
Yeah,
talk to.
I know what you're saying. No,
Yeah.
I think I like Rosie.
So Rosie threw 7 touchdowns in this game.
Rosie or Rose?
No, Rosie.
Rosie, huh?
Rosie, yeah, Rosie.
Rosie, okay. So Max is Rosie now.
Rosie threw 7 touchdowns in this
Nice.
game.
31 for 38.
4 touchdowns to Tamir Ram, 1 to Sean Haney, his boy, and 2 to Jeremy Rooney that had 9 catches in this game.
Tamim is really underrated.
Yes, he is. I'm glad you mentioned it.
He is really,
Yes.
really underrated.
On both sides of the ball.
The guy is in the good shape. He runs extremely fast.
Yes.
He knows his football.
It's hard to find a fault in his game, and he is a guy
Like-
that does everything well.
Exactly. He's
Yeah.
not a... What's the saying? He's not good at something...
He's a jack of all trades type of thing.
No, I don't know how to... Like, he's not
Is it
amazing...
Is it an Arabic expression? Or?
No, he's not amazing in one thing. He's just average in everything.
Okay, yeah, but maybe a little bit above average in everything.
Yes. He's not amazing in one thing. He's good in everything.
Yeah, like a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
In English, that means he's good at everything.
Good.
Yeah.
There you go, Tamim. Another nickname?
Jackie. Jack of all trades. No, this is
let's not go
much.
there.
But yes, he is a great player, Jeff. And yeah, Red Raiders coming in with that new roster.
Also a stacked roster.
Andrew, the Daou brothers, not Dave, Dylan and Devin. Jerome playing in this game. I don't know if he's on the team. Dom obviously still on that team.
Dom being one of the receivers who got like the least stats, but arguably who has the best connection with Mike.
With Mike, yeah.
I think Mike was trying his new toys this week.
Yeah, for sure. And like that's to be expected there.
Can you blame him?
No, Andrew
Like,
6.
if I would be if I was
A quarterback.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
If I was a quarterback and I had Andrew lined up as a receiver, I think I would only try to throw 45-yard bomb.
When he said with Thunder Buddies, the first play of the game, I threw him a 45 bomb.
Yeah, we always do that.
Don't tell him I think.
Oh, sorry.
Manu played in
We're
this
not throwing anymore. We're good.
Manu, you don't follow Division 3, obviously. Manu played in this game for the Red Raiders, I believe, and was not in their stats. I could be completely wrong, but I'm almost sure I saw him in a Red Raiders uniform.
No, he played for Tanalt. How can he play for Red Raiders?
What do you mean pay for Tenant?
He played for Tanalt.
In that game?
Yes. He had stats and everything.
No, but they weren't at the same time.
But so what? He can't sub for 2 teams in the same division.
Right, he's on Thunder Buddies in Division 2. He's on our team in Division 2. Dumb fuck.
Are you serious? You can't say that. Now you're going to have to edit it.
I'm not editing that.
Oh, you're right. So Manu subbed for 2 teams in Division 2 even though he plays in the
Bro, it's
division?
MFL, bro. You could play in 8 teams in Division 2 even though there's only 7 teams in Division 2. I'm sorry for swearing live on air, folks, but it's because...
But why does he have stats on Tanal but not on Red Raiders?
Kevin probably score kept the Red Raiders game.
Let me check. No, you're wrong. He didn't play for Red Raiders.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he's not here.
I'm pretty sure they just didn't put him in as a sub. Anyways,
let me check. I'm gonna look at
Division 2 was a great weekend. We had some close games,
You're good at
some
math,
not
huh?
close game. My math, yeah, is
okay.
pretty good.
112 plus 53
112 is 165,
plus 40
205,
21
226,
15.
241,
Yeah, there was no sub.
241. Unless he didn't get a catch.
Unless, but I mean, if you saw him play, then you saw him catch a ball, right?
Yeah, fair. Okay, let us know if you played in this game.
Let's
Manu.
bet.
But I'm almost sure I saw him.
Okay, let's bet.
He played in this game. I'm confident. Check defensive stats. But wait,
He's not in there.
if you go to play-by-play, Manu's not there?
No.
Okay, maybe they just didn't they put him as unknown sub.
No, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he played in this game.
I don't think so.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Okay, Manu, let us know.
Okay, let us know.
So there's a bet going on now.
What?
You say he played, I say he didn't play.
Okay.
Shake on it.
McDonald's?
You know it.
Okay. Manu, even if you didn't play, I'm your guy. Just slide it in there.
Okay.
Okay, bro, we talked way too much about Division 2.
Enough.
Division 3.
Idaho, Iron Wolves.
Idaho Pimps, Iron Wolves.
Yeah.
So, Brady on this year has, I believe it's 14 total touchdowns to 0 interceptions. And his team, Idaho Pimps, beat Iron Wolves fairly easily in this one, 47-24. It's been 2 easy games for Idaho Pimps so far, for their offense at least. What do you make of that?
Do you think they're too strong for Division 3?
I would say they're probably the favorites, but no, not too strong.
And they added Jason too.
Yeah,
And
Jason
David
Edwards.
Brisson.
Yep. Edwards got 2 T's in this game.
They're too strong for Division 3. They could have played in Division 2. Like
Probably, yeah.
Like with that lineup, who would you pick between? I don't know. Yeah, let's say Spritz because
And Idaho?
they're
Probably
over
Idaho.
somehow. I think they could compete in Division 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because now they're favorite to win the division, right? In Division 3.
I think so.
I think so too. Now that Jagerbomb are not there and
Ben
Thunder Buddies are not there.
Thunder Buddies. There's still some good teams. Look, there's Double Dippers. I would keep an eye on. Panache. Master Chiefs too.
I'd still put my money on Idaho. I think with Brady also. No, I think. Bro, they already have a differential of 50.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. In 2 games.
Yeah, they're too good for the division.
Who are they? Double Dippers, Idaho. That's going to be a good game next
Yeah.
week. I hope I'm roughing that one.
Yeah.
9:30. I can see that one being very high scoring. That would be an exciting one. But yeah, Idaho, keep it up. Very impressive win against the Iron Wolves. Ben, the Invictus G. I did not see too much about that. But Ben had a lot of games. They played like 3 games because they also have a D4 team. So they played 3 games. They were tired in that last one, a game that I stayed a little bit to watch. So shout out to them for playing in 3 games in one day. And then the last Division 3 game was Double Dippers and Raw Sauce. I watched the end of this game and it was like the last 7 minutes were completely dominated by Double Dippers. Manu getting a touchdown and an and a 1-point conversion that I have on film on your phone actually. And yeah, credit Double Dippers defense that just stood tall. When push came to shove, their defense didn't bend, or it bent. No, it didn't even bend. Rosas wasn't really able to move the ball much late in that second half when I started watching the game. And Rosas falls to 0-2, which is a little bit surprising because I thought they were going to have a bounce back year from last year. Still early, but Leon in his first game of the season, getting 5 TDs, 1 pick, and distributing the ball fairly well. 4 catches for Sean, 8 for Manu, Richard and Sliski getting 2 each, Nico Pompa getting a catch. And look, you have 3 guys in the team getting touchdowns in this game, so a lot of receivers to watch out for Double Dippers.
Yeah, and Leon and Sean have a great chemistry.
Yep.
That center QB connection. Sean is still snapping, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. He's a really good snapper. He's a really, really good snapper. He's a big body. He knows football. Doesn't do a lot of mistakes. Got great hands. I don't think I ever seen him drop a ball.
Solid. I think Manu was snapping at some points in the game.
Maybe.
When I started watching, Manu was snapping. But you can use Sean as a receiver, as like a slot receiver or wide. So
yeah, he's a big body who runs some great routes and knows how to find that open
soft zone.
Open zone exactly. For Rostos, I agree. I mean, Ludovic has been. He's been in the league for a long time now. I think it's like his 5th or 6th season.
I say it sounds about right. To be completely off.
His arm is really good. Mm-hmm. I just feel like he has to get better. He has to get better in the short game. Mm-hmm. Like those passes between 0 and I'd say 8 yards.
Yeah.
Because those passes are going to make you move the chain, right? Mm-hmm. They're a high percentage completion. It's flag football. You have to learn to master this type of offense.
It's crazy if you think about it, bro. You get 3 yards on every play, you get a first down.
Exactly.
Right? Like it's boring-ish, but
you have to be boring sometimes.
Yeah, and especially when you're when you need wins and you feel like your offense is not in a groove.
Yeah, and he has a great receiver in Yvan.
Yeah.
Who knows a lot of football. So, Yvan has to step in, I think, and tell Ludovic that the big play is not always the right play, and it's really fun to throw a 45-yard bomb. I said it a few minutes ago. So I had a player like Andrew, I'd probably do it all the time, but you have to be smart. You have to take care of the ball and not give the opposing team an extra possession, because the second you do, then he threw one more interception than Leon, and he lost by 2 possession.
Yeah,
that's the game.
No, totally. It's going to be an interesting season for them, because I really want them to bounce back. And with the addition of adding Gab to this team, Gab Boucher, who was on the Iron Wolves D3 last year, had a really good year with them.
He's a really good player.
He was highly recruited by several teams.
Really, really good player.
Rossall snatched him, so he should be big for them. Getting a pick in this game, pick 6. So hopefully it'll be enough to get this team back on track.
Yep. Enough for D3?
Let's go D4. D4, I know you ref some games in Division 4, I believe.
Yes.
I was not. I was held to refing my Division 5 games. So they were fun games to ref. Refed a lot of good D5 games. But let's jump into D4 before we go D5.
Phoenix Bin Low Fat.
Yes.
Low Fat being the division under Bin. So they play in Division 3.
Yep.
They're called Bin.
Yep.
They're playing in Division 4. They're called Bin
Low Fat.
Which is like BLF. We can call them BLF.
Yeah, Bliff.
Bliff? No,
Yeah.
not Bliff. There's not even an I. BLF. No, BLF.
Okay, BLF.
BLF. Another nickname.
Yeah.
That game, Kevin was really bad.
Yeah.
Bad. And it was crazy because Bin couldn't stop. He was so bad, and they only lost by 2. It's nuts to me. It's actually.
There was 8 interceptions thrown, right? 5 by Kevin and 4 by Mathieu.
I feel like they were playing ping pong or patat chaude. What's patat chaude in English?
Potato.
Hot potato. I'm sorry for that. It's like
all right.
11 o'clock right now.
Bruh, it's my start time.
So yeah, I feel like Kevin didn't want to be a quarterback. Then Mathieu didn't want to be a quarterback. Then Kevin didn't want to be a quarterback, so they were just throwing the ball back and forth.
So not necessarily great plays made by the D, but more like
bad. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, some games are like that.
Yeah, it was really, really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But was it that game? Yeah, it was that game. It was funny because at halftime, Phoenix were losing 13 to nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was nuts. And then Kevin came to me and Owie. Saying about if this play happened that way, and if this play happened that way, and if that happened, and we would be up by 30. And Owie looked at me. He's like, "Well, if my mom had balls," and I go, "Should be your dad." He's like, "Exactly." And we looked at each other there's a lot of ifs in that conversation, right? And thinking that Bin were gonna blow them out of the water, right?
Yeah.
But Kevin was right, because they came into the second half and those little plays happened for them, and those bounces that he was looking for happened for them, and he scored 24 points in the second half.
Impressive.
All his 24 points, but it was too little, too late.
Yeah.
The start of the game really hurt him. He threw an interception on his first drive, turnover on downs on the second one, interception on the third drive, interception on the fourth drive, turnover on downs on his fifth drive. I mean, you can't start the game that way, right?
Right, and it's a long game, but you can't be afford to giving away drives like that.
No, forget about it. And yeah, so Kevin having like a game of there's an expression for that, like a tale of two cities. No, it's not.
A tale of two halves.
A tales of two halves.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, and is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
And
Jekyll and Hyde. That's what it is.
Yeah, he has to play a full 44 minutes to get his team a chance to win because Division 4 is a good division.
Yeah.
Bins are a good team. BLF are a good team.
Yeah.
And if they start the game 13-0, it's likely for them to win the game, right? So,
and their defense is going to capitalize, right? It's basically the same defense that plays D3.
Yeah.
So
they have good chemistry. They know how to play together. Right?
Exactly.
But it was crazy because we're talking about the defense. They had a really good defense, but they couldn't stop that 3 to 4 yard hook that Rob does so well.
Oh yeah.
That little zone that he finds.
Yeah.
He got 12 receptions for 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Like they knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And Kevin would throw it to him every time. And he caught 12 catches. It's
Chain
crazy.
mover.
12 catches is nuts.
That's very impressive. That would be 120 on the year. Imagine.
I know. Like Kevin should have done that all game. Like Rob should have ended the game with 20 plus reception.
Rob had 12 catches.
Yeah.
Bin Lofat's team combined had 11.
That's crazy.
There you go.
That's nuts. But Kevin was always looking for that big play in the first half that wouldn't work, and he was like expecting his receivers to be in his zone, and they weren't getting there. So, yeah, a really poor half. But he stepped up in the second one, and I hope he can build on that and move it to next week because he's playing Mustard Tigers. It won't be an easy game.
No, Tigers won big this week.
Yeah, big time. They won 37-15
against the Randoms.
That's a spanking, my guy. Exactly that sound. Is that Div 4 or Div 5?
Div 4.
That's Div 4. Yeah. Do you want to say something else about that game?
Kevin be better.
Kevin be like you played in the second half.
I like that one.
Because we know he can be better.
Be second half Kevin.
Yeah, be second half Kevin.
Okay.
Like next game, start the game like you're in the second half.
Yeah, and in the second half, what does he do? Because it gets overtime, or he doesn't play like it's the first half, eh?
No. That's actually a good question.
That's when you get into trouble, bro.
Yeah.
Kevin, let Rob throw the first half, and then you throw second half.
That's good. Yeah. Try that. All right, next game. Drama Club, The Revenant.
You told me this was a good one, right? You refed it?
Yeah, it was actually a good one. Simon and Marvin. Listen, I refed a couple of games this weekend where it was interceptions. When I came to do the lineup in that game, because I was also scorekeeping, I looked at Simon, I looked at Marvin, and I went, holy blip. Another game with interception. But they only threw one each. And Simon got the best of Marvin with one more touchdown.
Yeah.
They got great stats for Division 4. Simon throwing 18 for 26, over 200 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's not only good for Division 4, that's really good.
4 touchdowns going to Nico Potvin?
Yeah.
Impressive.
Nico Potvin, he looked like Svetna out there. Division 4 is too easy for him because he's also he's not the most athletic player. Like he's a big body, yes, but he's not super fast.
Doesn't drop balls.
But he doesn't drop balls. He knows football.
Yeah.
He knows how to find those open space. And Division 4 is he's got a feast in that division.
Agreed.
But that last drive, because it was back and forth all game. Revenant were up 18-13 at halftime. Then Drama Club came back, and Marvin took the lead with 33. No, he tied the game with 33 seconds left.
Damn.
And in my mind, it's overtime.
Yeah.
Right. 33 seconds. I love Simon, but in my mind, it was overtime.
Because you think too, he's gonna have to go deep. And Marvin is ball hawking safety, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it was done. He threw to Ben for 18 yards. Then he threw to Nico for 15 yards. And then he threw again to Nico for 12 yards. So in 3 plays, he marched the whole field.
Damn.
He threw to his main guys.
Yeah.
He found a way to get them open. And he won the game that way.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, and Remy balled out that game. Rémi Roy.
Yo, he is much better than that. Like, he doesn't look athletic. Like, he looks like he's like a science teacher at a French school. Bro, for real.
That, yeah.
Ok, bonjour. Aujourd'hui, on va faire des chimiques. But bro, I swear, I couldn't believe some of the plays he was making. I was reffing. I think it was last year, and it was one of the games I was reffing where they were playing, and this guy's good.
Yeah,
he doesn't look good, but he's good.
He's good.
Yeah. Like quiet guy.
Don't judge a book by cover.
1,000%.
Like, if you look at that proverb in the dictionary, it's his face right next to it.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Rémi Roy.
RR. I agree with you totally. I'm so happy you mentioned that because you're spot on.
He made a crazy interception to end the game.
Yeah.
He was all over the place at safety. Marvin was trying to go deep because Marvin has a really good deep ball.
He throws the ball better than I thought he would.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that either.
No. He has a really, really good deep ball, and he had a baller that I think it was Gavin. I think he's a big body. He also has Tyron, who's a big body.
Like, we talk about Marvin on the team, but this is a solid squad even without Marvin.
Yeah, it's a really, really solid squad, and he was trying to get them deep, and that science teacher was all over the place, tipping balls left and right. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, he got tested right after Mario.
Okay,
got tested right after Mario. Rightfully so, because he was amazing and
impressive.
Yeah, and for Drama Club, was it that game? No, it wasn't that game. I'm sorry.
But a heck of a game.
No, it was that game.
Yeah.
Noemi balled out on defense.
Nice.
She had a couple of tackles. She tipped some balls. She was good in coverage. A really impressive outing for Drama Club, and I feel like Simon has to build on that game. He was, you know how I said Ludo has to play the way,
yes,
like, those short yards and short gain. That's how Simon played, and the only time he threw an interception, he tried to go deep. And Marvin picked them off.
Is this realistically sustainable for Simon and Drama Club? Like, can you see them averaging 28 points a game plus by the end of the season?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
In Division 4, yes.
Yeah, I would agree.
Why not?
I would agree.
Like, there's not really powerhouses in Division 4. You have Cyclones,
but you
have Munster Tigers, but all the other teams, I mean, they're beatable.
Yeah, but like Airborne's in last, they have athletes. Phoenix, they always have a good squad. Ida Pimps have good athletes. Like, since I've been in the MFL, I think Division 4 has gotten like, in terms of individual players, we've seen some great players playing Division 4-5. Like, it's honestly it's worth for like the D1 players and stuff, like, when you see this D4 game, like, it's worth watching those games. Number one, to scout, and just to watch it. It is good football. Like, yes, there are certain games where there's like 9 interceptions and that's blah blah, but like a guy like Lazar, right? Like, he was playing in Division 4,
God,
and I was telling Terry, like, this guy's gonna be really good, and he's D1 talent, and like, there's gonna be different guys or girls in Div 4, Div 5 that, like, you wouldn't expect to ball out, but they can ball out.
Yeah, no, I agree. Listen, for Drama Club to win, Simon has to play the way he played last weekend, and I think he can. He's a smart guy. He knows football, and he has to respect his limits. Trust Nicolas, trust Ben. It's going to open up the field for the other players to step up, and just take what defense gives you, right? Yeah, that's it. So I think if Simon plays some smart football, he can make some noise in the division. Nice. And for Marvin, I respected the way he played because he didn't really try to use his legs as much. He was really trying to get his receiver involved, but he has a really, really, really good ball, and he can only get better, right? We know how good Marvin is. We know how much he loves football. He'll get there.
Look, of course, his injury was sad and tragic, but he was able to use it for something good, right? To play, he wouldn't have played quarterback if he didn't get injured. So
I agree.
Good on him that he was doing that, and being the leader of a team. It's impressive. Yeah, I think both these teams will have a good run late in the season.
Yep.
One other game I want to talk about in this division: Bin Low Fat against Pocket Passers. Bro, this game was 36-27 at half.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those games where it's halftime and you're like, oh, what a long game. You're like, bro, we still got a second half to play. Yeah. Then Pocket Rockets get a TD. Long story short, if you go by the play-by-play and everything of the second half scoring, it was the Pocket Rockets outscored Bin low-fat 18-0 in the second half.
Yes.
It's hard to come back in the second half being down by 2 possessions, let alone in any football game, especially in D4, where like there isn't always a ton of scoring. But, credit PO, put the team on his back. They struggled a little bit in the first half, but played very well in the second half.
Do you remember how the first half ended?
The safety.
He got sacked for safety.
That was huge. And I remember thinking like, that's probably going to be like...
Yeah, and I was scorekeeping the game at the time, and I looked at PO and I asked him, do you have 4 seconds?
Yeah. Do you want to play
2 plays? Do you want to play it?
I like it. I would always play it too.
Yeah, but don't get sacked.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes, exactly. Even if it's one play, I would always try it, but
don't get sacked.
Exactly.
Like the worst thing that could happen for you is to get sacked in the end zone.
Or throw a pick six, but I agree.
Or throw a pick six, but
yeah,
that's
I know
like
what you mean.
Another level.
Yeah.
So that when that happened, I'm like, oh my.
Yeah,
God.
because that made it a 2-possession game, right? It was 7, and that made it 9. And Ben started with the ball in the second half. This was a really, really fun game to watch. I wasn't doing anything at the time. I was like filming some of the games, so I stayed to watch the second half.
Yeah. That game is the perfect example of what you just said. Having some players that balls out, some hitting gems.
Oh yeah.
A really, really good football game that you watch and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that's Division 4 because Division 4 is really, really strong. I'm talking about PO.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Alexi.
But Alexi,
he's a D1 player. Like,
yeah, but he's not a hidden gem.
No, he's not a hidden gem. You're right.
Simon Baudouin is a baller.
Yeah. Not to toot my own horn, but I knew that from the beginning. I've seen him play in the other leagues.
He finished with 5 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception.
Yeah. Talk about being a jack of all trades.
He finished with 1 touchdown and 1 point convert.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then you had David Michaud, who's the quarterback of the Division 3 team, getting 84 yards as a receiver.
Yeah.
He's also a very quick receiver.
Yeah.
And
also for Pocket Rockets, Leonidas.
Yes.
Also a baller that I didn't know.
No, I knew. I knew he was good. I've repped him a few times. But I didn't know that he was related to PO.
I had no clue he was related to PO. And Ali Issa, also a guy that is Division 2 talent.
He had a nice catch on the sideline that didn't count. It was a perfect throw by PO and a nice catch.
Yeah, it was a good call on your end. But he's
thank you. I wasn't refereeing the game, but thank you.
Yes, you were.
I was not. I was watching. But I appreciate you thinking I make good calls no matter what.
Who made that call then?
Not me.
Who was
Gabby?
That? No, it wasn't.
Well, think about it. He was sleeping by the time. Think about it. There was. We could check, but it's more fun to guess. Was it Owie?
No.
Think of the rest that stayed back with us. Biddle was on that side, or was it Biddle?
It was you and Biddle.
Bro, you dumb. We ref the game before that. Biddle was there.
You're not taking too long.
No, but it's going to bug me now.
Yeah,
you know when you have it. Think about the rest we have. Owie, no. Terry, obviously not.
Yeah, it was Biddle on the other side, and on our side it was...
I remember it was a guy I like. Like, I like everyone.
It was Nick.
Hussein.
Yeah,
there you go.
Great call by Nick.
There you go.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Great call, Nick. Yeah, there you go.
Say it like Nick.
I thought it was you. I'm sorry. No, you don't make great calls. Yeah, it was Nick. Nick, great call, Nick.
With the shades on too, right? It was like raining and he was wearing shades.
No, he made a really good call. Yeah, but Ali made a sick play. Sadly, didn't count, but he's also a baller that could play Division 2 easily. He's new to the game. Because he's new to the game.
He was wearing soccer cleats, I think, eh?
No, that's not why he's new to the game. James wears a soccer cleat and he's a baller.
Yeah,
doesn't mean anything.
Hard facts.
Ali, I flagged him the first game I refed in the morning because he jumped the guy at the line. I looked at him, I'm like, we're playing flag football, my guy. You have to chill. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm not
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but he's a baller. He's fast. He was
making plays.
He makes plays.
I saw him making plays.
He has great hands. But Mike Jazz being I feel like he's a GM. He's a really good GM.
Yeah, you have no idea. You should see our chat.
Oh, yeah?
Master Chiefs, you have no idea. He's like literally GM of the year.
He's a mastermind.
Do we have GM? That's why they're Master Chiefs.
Do we have a trophy for best GM?
I think we're going to have one now. But Mike only having 2 catches in this game, but one of them being a TD, and it was a really nice catch. He caught it in traffic in the front of the end zone.
I think it was the game-winning touchdown.
Could have. It was late in the game. It was one that kind of... I think it may have been on 4th, but I remember being a big play.
It was the game.
No, it was to put them ahead by 2 scores.
Yeah,
That's why it was
by 2
big.
scores, yeah.
3 RTD, but a very nice one.
Yeah.
But we talk about ballers on left, ballers on the right. So Division 4, good stuff.
Yeah, it was a really, really, really good game.
Good stuff. D5.
D5.
This
Sour
is
Peeps.
where I lived in this division this week because I refed a bunch of these games.
Yeah.
I did not see that game. Sour Peeps fighting Armadillos.
Did you see this one? Misfits.
Misfits the last calls. Yes, I refed that game. This was a game where they were exchanging interceptions. But credit Lesniak for being Mike Lesniak for being a really good coach to his guys.
Yes.
He actually is like a really. I mean, we see that about a lot of guys. We see that about Mario. We see that about Mike and GM. But like, he's very good. He's patient with the guys, and he'll give constructive criticism to his players after it
Always.
happens, but not like, oh, why did you run it so deep?
No,
But like, no, next time
always.
just run it a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And he actually he didn't complete many passes in this game, but he throws a nice deep ball.
Yeah.
And he completed one deep ball in this game, which I believe was to Zach. By the way, Zach's a baller. He had 5 picks in one of the games. But yeah, good. Misfits are going to be a solid squad. They are a solid squad, and they're going to get better.
Yeah, but it's crazy to see because I was riffing that game and at the beginning of the game I looked at them because it's a bunch of new guys, right, that never played flag, and like you said, Lesniak was coaching them, and I have to be honest, at the beginning, after the 2 first drives, I told myself it's going to be a long year, but they got better by the snap. It was nuts.
Yeah.
In the second half, his guys were picking last call's quarterback left and right. They ended up with 3 interceptions, I believe. Zach Goldig.
Yeah.
I looked at him in the first half. I'm like, all right.
Short, undersized, but he's a baller.
He's a baller.
He had 7 picks on the weekend.
That's
He
crazy.
had 5 in the other game.
That's crazy. And also Corey, who ended up with a pick. Justin also had 2 tackles, 1 sack. It's a good squad of new guys that are athletics that want to learn. Lesniak being a OG
In MFL?
in MFL, being an OG in the flag community, he knows his stuff. So they're gonna get better by the snap.
Agreed.
They find a way to win that game at the end, at 12-7 against Last Calls. Yeah, that game was weird because it was.
I thought Last Calls were going to win from beginning to end. I was sure they were going to win.
Yeah,
I don't know why I got that feeling. I just did.
Yeah, and then at the end you just realize that they couldn't put it off, but Misfits waited for the right opportunity and they made it happen. But yeah, it was the game started with an interception from Misfits.
Yeah.
First play of the game, then Last Call scored.
Mm-hmm.
Last Call scored. After a minute, it was 7-0.
And then that's all they scored.
Yes.
The stingy Misfits defense.
Yeah, and then Misfits answered right after. So after a minute and after a minute and 11 seconds, was it a minute? Yeah. Is that a minute? No. It's
11 seconds.
After 11 seconds,
Yeah.
it was 7-6. And the game ended 12-7. That's crazy.
Let's say the defense stepped it up in the second part of the game. Because that's what happened. That's really what happened.
Yeah. After that, it was punt, turnover on downs, interception, punt, interception. It was nuts.
I refed Misfits' other game where they won 39-12. Cobra Kai being a new team, a team that that Kevin helped last week because they arrived late. They weren't sure the rules. Athletic bunch, good guys. They have
3 quarterbacks?
3 quarterbacks. They actually only have 1, but shout out to Sammy, I believe. He had, my over-under jersey takeover. I have Rudy 45 in the back. Mm-hmm. He has, in the back of his jersey, it says Rudy and number 45 because that's the number Rudy wore in the movie and in real life too.
Okay.
So it said Rudy and 45 on the back of his jersey.
Okay.
And if you've seen the movie, you would probably be crying of how cool that is. I saw him. I was like, bro, is that Rudy 45? And he's like, bro, finally someone gets him. I'm like, my guy. Plus, I think he's Greek with that last name, so we're both Greek. A lot of things in common. But
You're not Greek.
Yes, I am Greek, bro.
You're not Greek.
Yes, I am. My grandmother's maiden name is Irakleus. We had this conversation before. Mags, tell him.
Your last name is Power, my guy. You're not Greek.
Okay, whatever, bro. So it was really cool. He got 2 touchdowns in the game, but Misfits balled out. And like I said, Zach got 5 interceptions, which was the sealing deal.
That game was right after the game that we just covered. That Misfits game.
Yes.
Was right after? Like I
Yes.
said, they got better by the snap.
Literally. Touche.
That's crazy.
Touche.
Oh my God, Zach got 5 interceptions. What the hell? Yeah, you said that earlier.
Like 8 times.
Yeah. And Jordan had 2 pick 6. What the hell, guys?
Yeah, defensively they were...
in 2 weeks, they're going to be ready for Div 4.
I thought you were going to say Div 2. Div 1.
No, that's in 6 weeks.
My man. Good stuff. I think that's a wrap.
No, we still have Sour Peeps and Fighting Armadillos.
That's true. And I have TD Hunters in Phoenix.
And you have what?
TD Hunters in Phoenix. The first game.
No, let's not talk about that.
Right, I ref the game out. You got to...
We talked enough about Kevin, no?
I know.
At the hour mark.
Okay, so...
let's not talk about that. No, we've spoken enough about Kevin. And Kevin is going to talk about...
TD Hunters going 2-0. Good stuff, guys.
Nice stuff, guys. And Kevin lost again. That's perfect.
Michael Halevy getting 2 interceptions in the game. Goldrick leading his team to victory.
Perfect. Okay, that's enough. Sour Peeps, Fighting Armadillo. Sour Peeps are basically Bitter Boys / Spritz Gang / Sour Peeps. / No slash.
No, true.
Only 2 slashes.
Yeah.
Jocelyn Ouellet. You know who Jocelyn is?
Yes.
The CB. Their best CB.
Yeah, with a mustache.
No.
Huh?
No, he doesn't have a mustache. The mustache guy is Ben. Jocelyn is the guy, the bald-headed guy.
What?
Yeah, he plays CB. He's actually good. He's really
Oh,
good.
yes. Sorry, I was getting them mixed up. Yes. The really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yes,
he's
we're
super
yes,
nice.
we're talking after. Yes.
He throws a really, really great ball.
That was when I came to scorekeep the second half of the
Yeah.
game. Yes, after I got to Tim Hortons. Yes.
That ball is crazy good. I looked at him. I'm like, what the hell?
He had a good connection with PO in the game. 5 catches, 26 yards. But yeah, he was throwing even those short balls like tight spiral.
Yeah, I know. I was actually impressed. I'm like, how the hell do you throw it? He's like, I was a coach for DB, so you throw a lot of ball, you get used to it.
Yeah, okay,
But
nice.
I'm like, wow, Jocelyn. He's like, yeah, I just have to get better to make my reads and stuff. But
Yeah, that comes with time.
It's a team that Mario put together last year, and now they can fly on their own. So Jocelyn joined, PO joined, Lambert also joined on defense. So Lambert is taking care of the defensive side of the ball. Jocelyn is taking care of the offensive side of the ball. It was a tough outing. They lost 32-13, but a lot of they have not hope is not the word I'm looking for. It's potential.
Potential.
They have a lot of potential, and sadly they were just playing against a better team with Leo again and PO again, who are 2 ballers that we talked about. We talked about Ali also, who balled out. But yeah, I feel like Sour Peeps are gonna get there eventually. But Jocelyn, big up, keep it up.
Good stuff. Obviously, he's a super positive guy, smart guy too, and a great player. So look forward to seeing him continue to flourish.
Yep.
Let's go picks. So we haven't put our picks in. I've been nagging Terry and John for a long time. We may put them in this week, although I'm not sure because Kevin's article is coming out soon. So just for you guys, I'm going to make my picks live with Jaff. So at least my picks will be on. Jaff, with you being the guest, you go first. First game, we got Legal Coq, Les Centurions.
Yeah, we're starting Division 1.
Let's go D1, baby.
That's a tough game to pick.
Yeah.
Because Centurion are having a tough start. Gros Coq played a bad game. But I think I'm going to go Gros Coq just because of the stuff that we spoke about. And I feel like Dama is going to listen to that. He's going to put a chip on his shoulder and he's going to step up big time.
I'm going Centurions. Too good to start off 0-3. And like they made it to the championship last year. They're going to bounce. They should bounce back in this one.
Iron Wolves, Holy Trollers, you don't pick that game?
Can't pick it.
I have to go with Trollers. I'm sorry. I love Iron Wolves. I love you. I love the players that you have. But Stanley won't even have the time to get to max. He's going to release so fast that he won't even be a factor that week, sadly. But yeah, I have to go with Trollers.
Outlaws A-Team. You can't pick it. Even though you haven't played a snap with Outlaws this year, and you will not be playing in this game either.
Nope.
Does Steve know?
Not yet.
Well, Steve, maybe you just found out right now, but Outlaws A-Team...
It's just a question of timing. I was available last week. We're on a bye week.
You remember what happened in the semifinals in Division 1 when A-Team and Outlaws played each other?
Yes.
Same thing. A-Team, baby. Let's get it.
You're an Iron Wolf now.
But I still have some... I like 80% Iron Wolf, 20% A-Team. A-Team over Iron Wolves, 35-34. In OT.
Over Outlaws.
Yes.
He said Iron Wolves.
That's how much I love the Wolves around my mind. I got A-Team over Outlaws, 35-34 in OT. A-Team bouncing back after last week.
Division 2.
Marvel's nice TDs. Oh, wow.
That's a crazy game. I feel like that's a Division 1 game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Whenever I can't pick, I always pick someone quickly. Because Marvels. Give me Marvels. Marvels in a tight one. I don't want to keep always saying tight one, but I actually think it's going to be tight. Give me Marvels to improve to 2-1. And nice TDs to fall to 2-1.
I don't know.
5, 4, 3,
I think I'm
2,
going to go nice
1.
TDs.
Okay, nice TDs it is.
Oh, that's so tough.
I know. That's what makes it fun. Next step, 10 out, Thunder Buddies. Neither of us can pick it, but you will not be there anyways.
Stop saying that.
Double Dippers, Idaho, Utah Pimps. Jaff, go first.
Idaho.
You know what, Jaff? I'm going to go Dippers in the upset.
Is it an upset, though?
Yes, when one team is 1-1, the other team's 2-0 and is winning every game by 35 points, it's an upset. I'm going to go Dippers in the upset. Brady, you're my guy. I love you. But give me Dippers in this one.
Yeah, but, like... Okay, if you look at the standing right now...
But we don't have time to dissect
wait.
everyone's favorite color.
Wait, bro, chill. If I tell you Idaho are finishing first, who do you think finishing second at the end of the season?
I'll say Master Chiefs. My boys.
Okay, never mind then. Arnold Panache. Both teams are 0-1.
That's my answer.
Yeah, obviously. I think I'm gonna go with Panache.
Really?
Yeah, they're the winter champ, no?
Yeah.
It's a good team. Ross House, Master Chiefs.
Respect.
Same?
I can't pick.
Why?
You know I'm the quarterback of Master Chiefs, right?
I have no clue. Then Ross House. No, I'm kidding. Master Chiefs. You're throwing in that division?
Yeah, Master Chiefs.
Bro, yeah, Master Chiefs easy.
My guy.
I know. Master Chiefs are finishing first then over Idaho.
Invictus G. Idaho Utah Pimps.
Idaho.
Look at that better. Idaho. They won't go to 0-2.
Idaho being 2-0 this weekend. Division 4. 4.
I'll snatch this one first. Drama Club, Idaho, Ida Pimps. Give me Drama Club.
Drama Club.
Mustard Tigers, Phoenix. Oh.
Mustard.
Give me some of that mustard.
Cyclones over the Randoms.
Got the Cyclones as well beating the Randoms.
Pocket Rockets against Marvin's team. The how do you say that?
Revenants.
Pocket.
I'm going Revenants.
Why?
I think Marvin's going to get 2 picks in the game. That'll be enough. That's a tough one, though.
Yeah.
The point spread is a very small one, but I'm going to go Revenants in that one.
D5.
TD Hunters Misfits. Do TD Hunters go 3-0?
Yes, they do.
I don't think so. Give me Misfits.
TD Hunters.
Battle of the 2-0 teams.
Yep.
Goldrick, I'm rooting for you, but I think Misfits got this.
Sour Peeps against Phoenix. Sour Peeps are not going 0-3.
You mean with the Peeps?
Yep.
I like it.
Fighting Armadillos, Last Calls.
Little Last Calls and a bounce back. I was not very impressed with how they played last week. I think they bounced back this week. Give me LLC.
I agree.
Vultures, Heisenberg.
Vultures.
Give me Vultures again.
Cobra Kai, Mimosa Crew.
Give me some of that Mimosa.
Give me some of that Cobra.
Cobra Kai?
Yep. Brossard. Did it start or not yet?
Oh my god, bro, we didn't do Brossard.
Did it start or not yet?
Yeah, bro, it's already week 3.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's do Brossard then.
What, picks or analysis?
Since when do we analyze Brossard?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, guys, we're going to wait for Terry to come back to analyze Brossard, but we'll be giving you our picks this week.
I'm not even trying to know the team. Oh my god, they're in week 3.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's make picks then.
Yeah.
Co-LB are in Brossard now. Wow.
Oh, they're in the last few years there. KOLB old school. Give me KOLB.
Easy.
KOLB?
Yeah.
28-3 Typhoons. Give me 28-3.
Easy.
Ravens 28-3. Give me 28-3.
Is that still throwing for
No,
Ravens?
Ravens, it's Ludwig from Rosshaus.
Who's throwing for 28-3? John?
Yeah.
28-3.
Le Congrès, La Horde. Give me our boys from Thunder Buddies. La Horde.
It's our boys from Thunder Buddies?
Yeah, not MFL though.
Oh.
Dave St. Jean.
Really?
François
Yeah.
Rochette.
I'd go La Horde too.
Nice. Then we got...
La Horde Buccaneers. I know Buccaneers.
Yeah, I like those guys too. Give me
Yeah, they're good.
32-31. La Horde. There's only one division in Brossard this year.
I think I'm going to go Buccaneer. Oh, wow. Buccaneer got...
Yeah, I was surprised he lost to Old School by that much.
and then they stepped up against Ravens.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to switch it to La Horde.
Yep. Against Buccaneer.
Yeah. Is that it for... let's talk a little bit about Player of the Week then.
Yeah. Olivier Flippelli, Player of the Week, 28-3. 4 picks, a TD, 64 yards. He has a nickname, but I forget his nickname.
He's jacked.
He is.
Are you also his trainer?
His trainer? No, I only have time for one guy. Don't my guy. I could be though. Hit me up 514-988-8666. That's not my number. But yes, he is jacked, and 28-3 looked like a very good team this year. They lost their first game in a tight one, but then won 2 in a row, so they're sitting at 2-1 right now, I believe. Yep, 2-1. KLB 2-0.
I like that name.
Red Knot Skins. Miles throwing.
Really?
Yep.
Our boy Miles.
I think this division is up for grabs. Well, this division, Brossard is up for grabs.
Yeah. No, it's a good league. 9 teams is a good number. I think 8 are making the playoffs.
Doesn't show.
It doesn't show.
Probably 6. 6, 2 buys.
6 2 buys or 8?
No, 6. Yeah, I see the stars.
8 is a lot, huh?
Yeah, 6 2 buys. There you go.
Oh yeah, there you go. 6 2 buys.
As usual, I'm right. That is it for predictions. That's it for recaps. But don't think you're getting away that easily. We got bold predictions. Since you're on the show, I'll let you decide what division you want to go to do your bold predictions. And I'll let you even choose what division I do my bold prediction in.
You're gonna do yours in Division 1.
Okay. You know I also play in Division 2 and 3, right?
So what?
Oh, you mean my bold prediction in Division 1.
What
I
did
thought
I
you
say?
meant like my league Division 1.
What?
Okay, I got never mind. I'll go. Okay, I'll be doing Division 1. Actually, I'll pick for you. You're going to do Division 3.
I'm doing Division 2.
Alright, what's new? You want to go first or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, Division 1 this week. We got Iron Wolves playing Holy Trollers. We got Outlaws A-Team. It's gotta be a bold prediction between those. Outlaws A-Team. Not good on what I hope I'm wrong. But I'm gonna say, is there wood? I say one player from each team gets thrown out of this game.
That's actually really bold.
Yeah.
I can't see a player from all.
That's why I said one player from each team. I could have said 2, but then obviously it would have been 2 from 8 teams. So I'm going to say one player from each team gets tossed out of this game.
I think it's less bold to say that 3 guys from 8 team are going to
Then one outlaw.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1-1, baby. You got one outlaw, one 8 team getting tossed from this game in a very tight game, like I predicted, 35-34 for 8 team.
It's actually a good bold prediction.
They usually are pretty good when I do them. Division 2 for you.
I'm going to go with Marvel's Nice TDs.
Okay.
They're going to combine for over 110 points.
That's my type of bold prediction.
And
110, so that's like a score of 56-55.
each... No, 110 is too much.
No, I like it's bold, bro.
Okay.
Bro, it's bold.
110 points. They're going to combine for 110 points, and each quarterback is going to throw at least 2 pick sixes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Well, those are quick scores. Usually games with pick sixes have quite a bit of scoring, right? Because you're scoring right off the bat type of thing.
Yeah.
Marvel's coming off a victory. Nice TD's coming off a victory.
That's a battle for the ages, my guy.
Hey, this could very well be for first place later on in the year. If Marvels win this game, they'll both be 2-1. If Nice TDs win, they'll be at 3-0 and definitely being at first place because if Thunderbuddies win, we'll be 2-0. So obviously they would have played a game more. So Nice TDs win this week. They get to stay in first place for at least the week. And look what's incredible. Nice TDs is 2-0, but as a plus minus of 7, plus 7. Talk about winning in tight fashion. They won their first game by 1, the second game by 6.
But that team is
nail biters. Yeah, bro, Nice TDs is a nice team.
Yeah, they are stacked, bro. 960.8 their overall rating.
It's a pretty good overall.
Oh my god, our rating is higher. It makes no sense to me.
With Thunderbuddies.
Yeah.
But you got a bunch of D1 teams playing in D2 this year.
That's what we want, right?
Competition. And then we'll maybe get some guys moving up.
Yep.
But yeah. Jeff, great show.
Great show.
That was really good. Thanks for being on the show. I'm going to
guy.
jump into a hot bubble bath right now, hopefully at your place because I'm freezing. Or I'll just jump outside because it was boring outside today.
Yeah, not on my place, that's for sure.
But we will not see you this weekend.
No, sadly, I have a golf tournament because the golf season is almost over. But it's the last weekend I'm missing. After that, I'm here every Saturdays until the end of the season. That's my word.
You know who's happy about that? Kevin. Heard you and Kevin really get along.
Kevin who?
The only Kevin.
Kevin Cousin?
Yeah.
Bro, me and Kevin are boys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He's going to be super happy
No,
to
you
see
were
you.
being sarcastic.
What? Bro, I'm not
Don't be sarcastic.
I'm not sarcastic.
Bro, don't you worry about my relationship with Kevin, my guy. Okay?
Kevin,
worry about your own
if
stuff.
you don't have to wear pennies, make sure Jeff doesn't make you wear those freaking pennies.
Kevin, you're my guy.
Love Kev. Alright, folks, that's it for this week's show of MFL Total Access. Thanks to Jeff being on the show. Who knows who's going to be on the show next week? Terry may be back, may not. He thinks his spot is guaranteed when he comes back. That's what makes me laugh, bro. This is a hot ticket to be on this side right beside to the right of Will Power. But that's it for this week's show, folks. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you at the fields this Saturday. Hopefully it won't be too warm. But MFL in full gear. Looking forward to seeing everybody there. Don't party too hard on Friday night because we got early games on Saturday as we usually do.
Yes, guys, have fun, be safe, and win some games.
MFL for life. I'll show you. What?